Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Round Rock Express and the Tacoma Rainiers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Freddie Garcia will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, if you look at his numbers, it's not going to blow you away. But he's an important guy to this team. He eats up innings. He continues to keep them in games. And if he gets a little luck along the way, he may walk away with more wins than losses.
So coming to the plate, number 17. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Harold Reynolds, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, and another thing, Matt, I mean, you're getting ready to leave on an 8-game road trip. You always want to play well at home that last game, so you leave here with a good taste. And when you come back, you play well on the road. Who knows? Maybe you're selling tickets for the next homestand.
Here it comes on 1-1. Slow roller back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. HR, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, the first thing that I thought about why they're struggling winning games is they're near the bottom slugging. When you're not driving the ball and being able to score runs with power, you're going to have a tough time winning.
At the plate, Carl Hicks. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Carl Hicks.
Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Harold, our visitors as they take the field following a scoreless top half. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. 5 and 2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, it's been really interesting. I mean, they won a game, lost a game, won a game. You want to get a little more consistency. That's why you want to win this game and maybe put together a nice streak moving forward.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Here's Elvis Andrus now. Batting average for him on the season, standing in the 320s entering action today. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Pro gets the speedy Andrus at first, and the bunt attempt is snuffed out. Now that's a Gold Glove caliber play there.
You got that right, Matt. There is a lot of moving parts on that barehanded play, and it is a thing of beauty when everything comes together just like it did. You can bet he'll be watching this one again after the game.
Ready for another chance?
Leading off the fourth
Hicks.
inning.
He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Hey, you're dead, John.
Set to deal on 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Striding again, Buddy Bell. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Popped high in the air. Segura is there for it.
I got it.
One down. Ready for another shot now. Carl Hicks, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Just got a piece up the line, but that one rolls foul.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Again, he sends it out of play.
See it, drive it. Let's go.
The 2-2 one more time. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Well, that's a big base hit for him. I tell you what, it's no fun to be 0 for 2, but let alone 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So this is a confidence builder right here.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
The batter, right fielder.
Into the box, Raul Ibanez. And that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Pitch misses the throw down.
Got him.
The tag from Andrus, and they got him at second.
It's hard to steal off a pitcher when he's that quick to home plate. Doesn't matter what kind of jump you get, it's hard to outrun that white baseball.
Digging in to try it again, Carl Hicks.
Catcher, Carl Hicks.
Hey, good one up there, huh?
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike.
Get your pitch and drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey,
One out, nobody on.
Here we go.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2. Now in the box, Elliot Maddox. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot. Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Rounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Well, you can tell he's got ice water in his veins. No pressure. He gets up there in the 9th with this streak going and delivers.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Napoli. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buddy Bell. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right now.
From the stretch. Right over the middle, knee high.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And there's ball one.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. Way out in front.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
And he lays off the pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So striding in, Elvis Andrus, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. The 1-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
I like the call for a 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Another one sent foul. Another 1-2 delivery.
Ball 2.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Oh, that was a big pitch right there. That was a swing count for me. Now the pressure's really mounting. You got the bases loaded in a tight game right here. He's got to deliver. He's got to throw strikes. As a hitter, you know he's got to come to you. All the pressure's on the pitcher right now.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Bradley has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
Hey, that was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield.
Digging in once again, Hicks. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
Hey, grab that pitch, huh? Here you go.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch outside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Hey, 90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Hey, your turn now, your turn. Drive him in. What's up for it, baby?
The 1-0 delivery. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
A 1-run game, 6-5 to final today. Round Rock get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Number 32 wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Dave Schmidt earns the save out of the bullpen, his 25th of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Express, 6 runs.